I've never played this game 2-player before. I'm excited.
The greatest animal?
Up for debate. That's what we can be debating.
I think they're pretty good. I told you about the goose giraffe.
Yes, you did.
That would be a great animal.
What? Now, your goose giraffe, i.e. Giraffe.
Yes.
Explain it again to me, for the listeners at home.
It's got a long neck, not unlike a goose or a giraffe. It's got a goose head.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
It's got a goose head.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a giant goose with a giraffe's tail. A goose's tail and a giraffe's tail.
Oh, it's double-tailed.
Well, because a goose doesn't really have a tail.
It's tail feathers.
Yeah, but that's not a tail, is it? It doesn't dangle.
No, that's fair. That's fair enough.
So it's got the goose tail goes up. The giraffe tail, maybe it doesn't need a giraffe tail. It only has 2 legs. It's basically a giant goose. And it's got the pattern of a giraffe.
Oh, that's nice. It's a good feature.
Yeah. And the little horn things of a giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
And the giraffe ratio of neck to body.
Okay.
Because the goose's ratio is not, like the goose's neck is not as long as I would like it to be.
Yeah.
And then it's got I don't know about it's got goose's legs. I think it would have to have geese feet. I'd want it to be able to swim.
Would it have 4 of them?
No.
Just 2.
I don't think a goose could swim well with 4, although hippopotamuses are good swimmers, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really thought that far about that.
Well, let's think about it now.
And then it's got its main elements of giraffe are the pattern, the ratio of the neck, and the little horn things, and the tongue.
Needs the giraffe tongue. Giraffe's crazy.
Otherwise, it's just a giant goose.
True.
Which
Correct.
I think a goose that size would be an apex predator.
Yeah.
But they're vegetarian.
Is it?
So everyone be safe. But if they were not vegetarians,
we'd be in trouble.
I think
Humankind would be fucked.
They would be. Although, can they run well? I don't know. Geese can't really run, can they? Giraffes can run. Maybe they should have giraffe legs.
I don't know that giraffes can run that well.
I think they can. They're like horses.
They are, but they're so
with a tall neck.
But they're way longer than horses. They're much more ungainly than a horse. I think they can maybe match the speed of a horse, but only because they're so tall. Like if they were that size, but they were running at peak efficiency, they'd be fucking outmatching a horse easy. Oh
yeah, okay.
But because they're so spindly and like ungainly.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I think that holds them back.
They could move faster than a goose.
Oh yeah.
So they will have giraffe legs.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have to have giraffe feet, obviously, because the goose foot on the bottom of the giraffe leg is going to slow it right down.
But it's going to really reduce its ability to swim, though, if you get rid of the flippers.
It might also factor into the flight. They have to still be able to fly. So
I don't know a creature the size of a giraffe would be able to fly.
Have you heard of dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'm not sure pterodons were as big as giraffes.
Well,
I could be
disagree on that.
Actually, to be fair, Quetzalcoatl's, they might have been the size of giraffes and they could fly.
So there we go.
Haast's eagles.
Yeah, they're huge. They ate moa.
Yeah.
And moa are huge.
That's true. So,
there we go.
We're playing Goose Game.
Yes.
Monica's here.
Hello.
Noted huge fan of geese, Monica.
They are certainly in my top 3 animals.
Is goose not number 1 on your animal list? This is shocking information.
I think that... Well, no. Well, it changes.
Okay, yeah.
Because sometimes, yes, obviously. But I also love cats. Cats, actually, when I now think about it, cats and geese have about the same disdain for humans.
Broadly true, yeah.
So that's disappointing. But I also love dogs. And dogs love humans. sometimes to their detriment. So those are my top 3 animals.
Interesting. Good animals.
Yeah.
It's strong picks.
Yeah.
You've got the sky covered, you've got the land covered. There's no sea coverage. Well, geese can swim, so there's some sea coverage.
I don't think they would swim in the sea.
No.
They like a still pond. I also like how they honk.
You're not getting that from any other creatures.
I think that if you were to ask me what is your favourite animal noise, then the geese would win because of the honk.
That makes sense. Let's take a real quick pause, because what the fuck is that doing? Whap, whop, whop.
I don't have a science mind.
I think I do.
You definitely do.
I think I do. I have...
You would do a jigsaw the same way Craig does.
Yeah.
With the weird brain that sees patterns.
I have a good pattern recognition.
And I just try all the pieces. Not all the pieces, but he can spot a piece that's upside down and be like, oh, I think that goes here. And then lo and behold, it does.
I do like a jigsaw.
We're doing the Scream
that's
at
nice.
the moment. And let me tell you, it's a fucking nightmare.
How many pieces?
1,000.
Ooh, it's a lot.
They're
of
not
pieces.
all jigsaw shaped. They've just done some random round pieces here and there, triangles.
You can't be doing
like
that.
flat sides, but in the middle of the puzzle, jaggedy edges.
You can't be doing that.
And
That's
there's
insane.
a lot of orange.
Yeah.
You know the Scream.
Yeah, that tracks.
There's so much. Anyway, we've now completed the orange, which is a huge success, obviously.
Yeah.
But it does mean that we now have to do the brown. Which
I would say almost more than there is orange.
I think is, until we get to the man, who is like also brown, except for his yellow face.
It's a real tricky situation.
It's just like, what were we thinking, really, is what I want to say.
You're thinking, let's have a fun time with a jigsaw puzzle. And
Yeah,
now
well,
here you
because
are.
we did the Jim will paint it once, and they were brilliant. Because, have you seen them?
Yeah, you showed
He
them to
did
me.
the 80s one and then the 90s one.
Yeah, they're cool.
And they're A, hilarious to look at, but B, are good for jigsaw puzzle because you can be like, oh look, I've got Hulk Hogan's ear. I know where that goes.
I know exactly where in the picture that goes.
On
Yeah.
his rest of his face. So we started with those and then we got excited about jigsaws, but they were too easy. Well, no, they were appropriately easy. And instead of sticking with the same level, we were like, cool, let's get these. So we got the Scream, and then we just got a couple of Van Gogh ones, one of which is called Blossoms. And that one is a very lovely picture of about 7 sticks of blossoms and a blue sky.
I think I know the painting you mean.
So that one is coming after the Scream.
I think you might struggle.
Yes, I think that...
Not to impugn on your ability to do jigsaws,
I
but...
think that I may struggle. But anyway, we're not here for jigsaws.
So you soldier on with jigsaws. So,
I should have got a goose, but a goose would probably be...
that would have been swell.
Well, a goose doing a thing would be okay. Just a plain goose would be nigh impossible because it would just be entirely white.
It would need to be geese on the
With a
background.
little bit of orange.
And speaking of geese,
Yes, that's
Goose
why I
Game.
bring them up.
we're playing Goose Game.
I'm ready for
You've
it.
played Goose Game before.
I have.
I've played Goose Game before.
Okay.
I haven't played 2-player mode though. And that's
I
what we're
have
doing.
only played 2-player mode.
Then by our powers combined, we're going to be the best Goose Game players,
But
theoretically.
I would say, at least 75% carried.
Okay.
But I do like to honk. I like to honk a lot. Which one's me?
You're the one with
Do
the...
I do this one? Do I move the... Oh yeah, that's
You're that
me
one.
there, turning around. I like how they waddle. Look how they waddle. It's just very much like a goose, isn't it?
They really nailed the goose physics.
Oh, there's some bells. Where's B? Run. Run. Not you, because then I can't tell who I am. Is that me?
You're the slightly redder one with the more pronounced bill.
Does that mean I'm a boy?
No, I think that means you're a different breed of goose.
Okay. Chop, chop. Honk, 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 honk. Isn't A honk?
Y is honk.
Y. How do you flap?
With the right trigger.
Great. Can you flap and run?
Yeah.
B, move, B, flap. Oh, nice. That's how I'll scare the boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Should I touch those bells?
I don't think you can. I think they're down at the bottom of that ravine. All we can do is look on.
Why are they there?
That's a good question. Maybe that will be answered by the deep and intricate plot line of the game.
Honk. Okay. Where should we go? What does A do? Nothing.
Nothing so far.
A does nothing.
Maybe it will become clear in time. Let's move on.
I'll follow you.
Let's go, goose friend.